you first came on tour, you had a big personality also, and were very expressive. And I'm wondering if there were ever any older players who ever made criticisms to you or gave you advice to do things that made you want to change your behavior, and if there's ever a moment that you can think of when someone else in the sport made you rethink things.
It's a good question. I mean, I think I know certainly the Federer didn't like the way I was behaving, you know, at the beginning. I think I didn't sit with him well. I don't know about the others. I guess I wasn't the favorite type of guy to some of the top guys, because I was, you know, not afraid to say that I want to be the best player in the world. You know, I was I was confident, and I felt like I have the game to back it up. But I never, ever lacked respect. And whenever I start a match, before the match or finish the match, I would always greet the opponent, always acknowledge. So respect is something that I was taught that needs to be present, regardless of, you know, what is happening. But, you know, obviously, on the court, a lot of things can happen in a kind of a heat of a battle. But you know, it was a very long time ago now, 20 years since I made my first debut, I think, on the professional tour. So it's really hard to to say, you know, who liked me more or less. But I think I named one, so I don't know. I can't recall others.
Did you try to listen to them, or did you try to ignore them and just try to stay true to yourself?
To who?
To whoever was saying something negative about you from the other peers, I guess.
It was fueling me even more. So, because, I mean, if I made a mistake, I would admit it and, of course, say, I make a mistake, I raise my hand, I apologize or whatever. But if the criticism came with no particular reason, I think, then I would just keep, you know, going the kind of direction that I chose, and that's it, you know. And I knew, I mean, I knew and I know today that, you know, you can't have everyone liking you, who you are, how you play, or how you behave, what you talk about. It's just, it's normal, you know. We're all different. We all have different preferences. As far as Shelton's, you know, level of confidence and coming out on the, I don't mind that at all. I actually think it's great, you know. To go out, you got to believe. I'm all for that. I also, you know, support 100% a young player coming out on the court, like Prizmic did the other night against me, and Shelton is doing, you know, coming out, believing in his capabilities that he can challenge the best players in the world. I don't dislike that at all. You know, but there is obviously some kind of line of, you know, non-visible line of acceptable behavior, I guess, towards the player. And, you know, if a player steps over that line, then obviously it starts being annoying, you know, and that's when you react or you don't react, whatever. It just depends. But I'm all for young players showing confidence and speaking always with respect towards the older guys who, you know, who are on the tour, but, you know, being confident in themselves and their tennis.